predictive analytics and advanced anomaly detection have the potential to improve reliability and availability?
Leveraging predictive analytics, particularly with advanced anomaly detection, can improve your reliability by detecting issues before equipment breaks, but it can also have an impact where you're finding issues that maybe you want to plan the maintenance for, even if it's not a hardware failure. So you're improving your ability to plan for parts and people to be there on hand when you're ready to do the maintenance at the best time and really optimize that maintenance schedule, thereby avoiding unplanned downtime and really increasing availability.
How do SmartSignal predictive analytics work?
Our software solution in predictive analytics, SmartSignal, does this leveraging multiple sensors, often in a given failure mode, and multiple failure modes for any particular piece of equipment. The benefit of this is that that's all pre-built into the software, so you're detecting issues that have been found as typical failure modes on that equipment, but that you don't have to experience ahead of time in order to build those models. That's content that's included with the software.
What are the top 3 benefits of moving to proactive rather than time-based or reactive maintenance?
So probably the most obvious benefit is in cost savings, and often that's cost avoidance by preventing something from breaking, but also by predicting issues with enough notice that you have time to plan people and parts. It's also, in the maturity of this technology, becoming more and more prescriptive. So today, when there's something that's found by the software, you get an alert and it comes with information about the most likely causes to help you increase the time to understand the root cause. But as we continue to develop the technology, we're becoming more and more prescriptive, and that's an area that we continue to advance in. Number 2, I would say, is avoiding surprises. So I have a colleague who used to run power plants, and he liked to say that, if you start the day with a surprise, it's going to be a bad day. This is, having the ability through software, you're able to be predictive and prescriptive in ways that you really can't without the technology and the advanced analytics that are in the software. So it's, in that sense, improving availability by avoiding surprises. And lastly, but I think most importantly, is around safety. So it seems intuitive that if you're doing reactive work, you're more likely to have safety incidents. You're under pressure, the team is probably scrambling, but it also shows up in the data. And the data says that the most likely person to be injured on the job is the maintenance technician who is less experienced and doing reactive work. So really the most critical, from a cost perspective, yes, but more importantly from a people's perspective and keeping your employees safe.
When seeking a monitoring tool to avoid unplanned downtime, what is essential to consider?
First, I would say to find solutions that have use cases and other users who have been successful with the software solution who you can talk to. So in our case, we have over 20 years of doing machine learning with SmartSignal. We continue to invest in and improve that technology, but as a result, we also have a whole library of what we call catches of things that our monitoring team has found on behalf of our customers, but also many user stories and referenced customers that you can talk to hear their experience and their use cases and see if that aligns with what you're looking for. The next I would say is time to value. So you want to find something where you can start to realize value very quickly through the use of the software. Do they have services and support and training in place to enable adoption? In our case with SmartSignal, most often we see our users start by leveraging our monitoring service. As I mentioned, there's also the pre-built analytics and content included. The combination of those two really allows our users to realize value very quickly, and then also have the ability through an adoption plan to take over some or part of that monitoring themselves, learning from the monitoring team at GE Vernova as they go. Lastly, I'd say, does it integrate to a common software suite, or are you finding yourself with a number of different point solutions that maybe don't talk well to each other? What we've seen through APM is having SmartSignal integrated with APM and other solutions within that suite, that many of our users are able to get significantly more value through that integration, tying that back into the ability to turn insights into actions and find patterns beyond just what you would do with advanced pattern recognition.